everyone, and thank you for joining us for the first episode of DuckU News this term. I'm Sid Dutcher.
And I'm Judith Akiwa. Students in the U of O Architecture program have taken on the challenge of designing the future of downtown North Salem. The area, which has seen some improvements, was once an industrial hub and borders the Willamette River. Architecture students drew out blueprints for the area. Their designs replace empty warehouses with brew pubs, residencies, and retail spaces. The designs would also create pedestrian and bicycle-friendly paths, making North Downtown more accessible.
The Resident Hall Association is hosting the first ever Swap and Drop on April 16th at the LLC lawn beginning at 11 a.m. This event gives students an opportunity to exchange unwanted clothing and supplies. All items that are not swapped will be donated to a local charity. Students who donate will have first pick. After 1 p.m., the event will be open to all students.
As Japan faces the aftermath of last month's earthquake and tsunami, the UO Study Abroad office has canceled all operations in the country for spring term. DuckU News takes a closer look.
A sad end to what university sophomore Rachel Bracker describes as the experience of a lifetime.
It was really fun, and my host family, I think the best part about being there was living with my host family because they treated me exactly like a member of the family.
But 3 months into what was to be a year-long stay in Tokyo came to an abrupt end, as a massive earthquake and tsunami shook the eastern shores of Japan. Suddenly, Rachel had to flee her host family and find her way back to Eugene and back on campus for another term.
I miss them so much. When I left to come back here, I thought I'd only be gone for 1 week. So I said goodbye kind of hastily.
Such was the experience for junior Michaela Corney, who was studying abroad in Tokyo at the time of the quake.
The entire house was shaking and things were falling off the walls, and I remember some stuff breaking, like a vase and some pictures on the walls.
Like her peers, Michaela was informed by the study abroad office that her visa was to be revoked and that she was to come home immediately. Despite the quake, both students are determined to return to Japan as soon as possible. For DuckU News, this is Deborah Bloom, Miral Bessid, and Ellen Minkin.
Job seekers may be having better luck finding employment with the economy slowly turning around. Melanie Tubbs took a closer look at this issue.
Another month brings another 216,000 jobs for Americans. The March unemployment rate dropped to 8.8% from 9.8% in November 2010. This is the lowest the unemployment rate has been since 2008. Economics professor Tim Dewey explains what people can expect from these statistics.
Hopefully that when students are coming onto the job market, it will be a little bit stronger and they'll have an easier time finding a job. So the dispersion of jobs created last month was pretty wide, and so you're taking a wide range of jobs there, from low-end, leisure and hospitality jobs to higher-end computer services jobs.
As graduation season approaches, thousands of students are looking to enter the workforce. At University of Oregon, students are hopeful about the opportunities ahead.
Well, it makes me feel really optimistic about the economy turning around. I'm graduating this term. I'm really excited to get my resume out there and see what kind of jobs are available to me.
This is the second month in a row that the unemployment rate has decreased, and trends are showing that this is going to continue. Melanie Tubbs and Judith Akiwa for DuckU News.
One student group at the University of Oregon is turning heads as its 3 environmental campaigns gain momentum, with a mission to work towards a safe and sustainable future. The U of O's Climate Justice League is known for more than just its capes. This group of students currently has 3 main campaigns: Regrow Eugene, Revest, and the most popular of these, Take Back the Tap. From more compost facilities to the ban of bottled water, CJL's passion for preserving the community is the driving force in their environmental crusades.
With the wrap-up of the ASUO elections, DuckU News tracked down ASUO President-elect Ben Eckstein and Vice President-elect Katie Taylor to talk to us about their plans and support for Augsburg. DuckU reporter Rachel Cooper has the story.
President-elect Ben Eckstein and Vice President-elect Katie Taylor have many goals they aim to reach next year. One of them is to get students more involved.
We'll have a student government that reflects their values next year. We ran a ticket that focused on progressive values, on making education affordable, protecting a safe and sustainable campus, and protecting important student services. And so that's just kind of 3 key areas that we focused on, but the fact that we were elected says that students wanted those values in office, and I think that it will be good for students to have a progressive student government that represents those values.
But I think more students will have easier access to the ASUO if they're inclined to want to be a part of the ASUO. I think the biggest change is that we do have students from various backgrounds that are represented within the legislative branch.
Well, I think that Augsburg is a valuable service because it offers students an opportunity to participate in changing the world around them for the better. So much of the university experience and of the university mission is engaging students as citizens and equipping them with the tools that they need to make a difference in the world when they leave, and Augsburg does just that.
Ben and Katie go into office May 25th of this year. For DuckU News, I'm Rachel Cooper.
The Cinema Pacific Film Festival was held earlier this week at the University of Oregon. The festival provided participants and attendees with the opportunity to increase their film knowledge. The Cinema Pacific Film Festival also offered 3 courses for academic credit. The courses are part of the curriculum for the UO Cinema Studies major and focus on international cinema and film and video production.
The University of Oregon is currently hosting an eco-challenge to help students make behavior changes to positively impact the environment. The eco-challenge allows you to pick 1 or more lifestyle changes, such as carpooling to work or bringing your own reusable bag to the grocery store. After registering, you can view what your fellow students are pledging to change about their normal routines. UO President Le Riviere has pledged to try video conferencing instead of traveling to meetings and also plans on avoiding bottled water. The Eco Challenge is coming up from April 18th to the 24th in honor of Earth Week. Visit www.uoecochallenge.org for more information. You know, I could try to take shorter showers.
Yeah, and I should probably be more conscious about turning off my lights before leaving the house.
Yeah, I could do that too. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sid Dutcher.
And I'm Judith Akiwa. Come back next week for more local and university news here with DuckU News.